Hello, YouTube. Hello, welcome back. Happy first weekend of July. Happy first vlog of July. Welcome back. I actually have a semblance of a life this weekend, a few events. I'm gonna go rock climbing tonight and I have a potluck with a bunch of my friends tomorrow, so thought I would vlog this weekend because I actually have some exciting stuff going on. And also I wanted to ask you guys for some advice on romance book suggestions. Your girl has been down in the dumps mentally lately, so what better way to pick yourself up than read a couple of rom-coms? I put a couple on hold at the library, but I'm still kind of curating a list of what I want to read this month, so would love to know if you guys have any favorites in terms of romance books. I did just see that I have The Bodyguard by Katherine Center available for pickup at the library today, so I'm gonna go pick that up and get some coffee because I desperately need caffeine, and also go grocery shopping because I gotta make some chicken skewers for tomorrow. Bunch of plans today, and we'll take you guys through it. All right, see ya. Hello. I feel like this is a very unflattering backdrop, but I have limited choices in this household. Well, in this basement of my household. I just came back from getting coffee. Technically I got matcha, strawberry matcha drink, but caffeinated either way. And also the library and the grocery store. This is The Bodyguard by Katherine Center. It's always interesting to see whether I get a hardcover or a paperback. I really didn't know anything about this book until I read the inside of the book. I've really just picked this up because I am familiar with Katherine Center. I read her book Happiness for Beginners because I watched the movie and then I wanted to read the book, and I really liked the book. It was so sweet. I think there wasn't much spice in Happiness for Beginners, so I feel like this will be like wholesome sweet, because I've been reading a lot of spicy books lately, so I think this will just be very nice and happy. A little bit about this book. It seems like she's actually the bodyguard of this famous guy. Who is he? Superstar. So it seems like she's the bodyguard of this superstar. Her name is Hannah Brooks and his name is Jack Stapleton. And it seems like there's gonna be a fake dating trope in this while they travel to his family's house. So yeah, I don't know much about this book, honestly. I'm going in blind once again, but you know, sometimes that's the best way to encounter a book. I'll be reading this today, this weekend, and hopefully it's everything I need in terms of a wholesome romance book, but I'll be reading that today. Hello. The setup is so janky. My tripod is not cooperating, so you're gonna get like a cut off head, and Yeah, I don't also normally wear an apron, but I'm wearing white and I didn't feel like changing. So here we are. I'm dealing with things like soy sauce. I don't want like soy sauce splatters on me. Anyway, I'm making a marinade for the chicken skewers, so thought I would do a chef type of thing. But this marinade has beer in it, a beer IPA to enhance the flavor, and also honey and a bunch of spices, which I'm not gonna hold up right now. Tomorrow we're gonna go to Tiffany's new townhouse for a housewarming party. I've already been there, but my other high school friends haven't. Oh man, I'm out of olive oil. Good thing I have just enough. I'm bringing chicken skewers and grilled corn. And I think Tiffany's making like macaroni salad, and I think someone's making potato salad and papaya salad. Before this, I was reading The Bodyguard by Katherine Center, and it's pretty slow paced. I would consider it a slow burn in terms of a romance, especially after coming from reading The Hating Game and Hook, Line, and Sinker. I feel like the previous two books, they kind of jump right into it. I guess because I'm still only on the first 100 pages, I'm not feeling any sort of tension. Sorry, I'm trying to think while I'm putting ingredients in. I'm not feeling any sort of tension, but I'm sure that's because the author's still building up the story. I remember really liking Happiness for Beginners, so I'm hoping it's sort of the same where I feel butterflies in my stomach, but the story's still really good. Still too early to tell. I feel like I fly through romance books pretty fast just because they're easy to read, very easy to read. There's nothing really complex about the plot or the storyline typically. Anyways, I'm recording with my phone and the recipe's on my phone, so I'm gonna end this now and finish the marinade, and yeah. We are at the climbing gym, thanks to Angela. It's staff and guests only. It's quite empty and really freaking hot. I think the AC is broken. On a scale of 1 to 10, how hot is it in here?
10, for sure. My face is really red.
Yeah, well, I'm also really red.
Oh, okay. And no. Are you working this one too?
Hello, happy Sunday. I went rock climbing really late last night, so I didn't have a chance to read this, but I did read this majority of yesterday. As you can see, I'm almost done with this book. But yeah, I went rock climbing last night and the AC was broken at the gym. It was freaking hot in the gym. It felt like we were in a burning building, basically. I'm surprised we could even climb anything with the sweaty hands, but thank goodness for chalk, right? Hey, you're not supposed to be on the counter. Anywho, so how do I feel about this book? I feel like meh about it right now. It's about a bodyguard named Hannah who gets assigned to protect and watch over a superstar named Jack, but he's out of the spotlight right now because of a family tragedy. He is visiting his mom on the ranch, and Hannah is assigned to watch over him while he spends time with his family. Honestly, there's a lot going on in the story that's not focused on the romantic relationship of the two that sometimes I forget that I'm reading a romance novel. Like, it is very much a slow burn in terms of a romance. It is very like lighthearted and charming, but I feel like if you're going to do a slow burn, chesty. I feel like if you're gonna do a slow burn romance, you need to have a little bit of light banter and tension, which I'm not feeling right now. It's very much, feels like they're in a friendship throughout the whole thing. And I'm like almost done with the book, and I maybe am feeling more of their relationship coming into fruition. But I'm on like page 214, and this book only has 300 pages, and I don't know. I feel like the romance is just starting. 2/3 of the way in the book, I don't know. It is very like light. So if you're looking for like a light, non-steamy romance book, I think this is a good one, but I don't know. I'm not invested in the story. The main female protagonist, Hannah, she doesn't feel like she's in her, I don't know how, they don't really mention their age in the novel, but if she's like a bodyguard who is assigned to protect all these high execs, I would expect her to be in her maybe mid to late 20s or early 30s, but her dialogue makes her sound like a teenager at times. Sometimes she makes me get secondhand embarrassment. But yes, I don't know if I love it. Maybe it's like not what I'm looking for. Or maybe I'm becoming desensitized to romance. I was talking to my friend Christine yesterday about this, how I've been reading a lot of romance books, and I'm like, what if I am reading too much, then I'm slowly becoming desensitized to it? But maybe that's not the case. Maybe I'm not invested in the tropes that this one has, like friendship to lovers. 'Cause I do feel like I lean towards the rivals or enemies to lovers trope. But anyways, who knows? Maybe it'll wrap up really nicely. I still have to finish the book. Wanted to give you my thoughts. I think I'll finish this today after I come back from Tiffany's potluck, which I'm about to make skewers right now to bring to the potluck and grill them outside. We'll be doing that. All right, see you later.
You gotta like twist it.
I'm trying to be fast. Okay. Here's...
She's speed running porn.
Look, it's coming out so fast now.
Speed running porn.
I know.
My mom would be so proud of me.
Hello, good morning. Last night I finished The Bodyguard by Katherine Center, and the ending was really nice. It was very touching, a little predictable, but I didn't hate it. I thought it wrapped up very nicely. It was really sweet. And so with all my qualms of it being really slow paced and a slow burn, I thought overall it was a very nice and sweet book. I just think maybe I wasn't reading it in the right mindset. I think I was expecting also a little bit of spice, but I've heard that Katherine Center's romance novels are usually PG/PG-13 leaning, so that's just my personal preference. I would have enjoyed a little bit more steam, but understandably this is more of a probably young adult type of rom-com, more wholesome rom-com. I also really enjoy the shout out to Korean black bean noodles in this book. Super random, but surprisingly really funny. I would say my favorite is still Happiness for Beginners by Katherine Center. I really enjoyed her writing, but I just thought this book wasn't my favorite rom-com. And in order to enjoy rom-coms, I feel like you can't take them too seriously. Like, the premise of this book was quite silly, but I still really enjoyed it at times. If you're looking for a wholesome, funny rom-com book with good writing, I would recommend Katherine Center's The Bodyguard or Happiness for Beginners. That wraps up this vlog. Hope you enjoyed some random shenanigans of snippets of my life. If you have any romance novel recommendations for me, I would love to hear them, preferably on the lighter note, nothing too depressing, and with some light spice or very spicy I'm a fan of. So yeah, comment down below, and thanks for watching. Bye!